Okay, we're back here. We've got a little result or two that we're going to try to show you. This will be, I think, 6 gallon that I've run through here. 6 gallon. So what we want to do, that just shut off a minute ago. And I want to unplug this. This is still going to be a little warm, I believe. Oh yeah, it's a little warm. We'll pull this off. The steam ball out of it. Yeah. Okay. Now, a little distilled water in there, just a dab, and we're gonna rinse this around a little bit, just a little, and I usually don't do this because I don't take this off and this hot. But anyway, we're gonna pour right in here. Okay. Now, I'll go ahead and there's no need of it, but I'll fill it up later. That's the, let me see if I can't get another one of them little jars out here somewhere. It's a bigger jar, I think, yeah. Anyway, I'll give you something to compare this to. I suppose that you can, I've got the camera in the right place. Let me ease it on around just a little bit. Just a little. Like that. Now, this jar's empty. Empty. And I'm gonna pour this water into it. Distilled water. That's distilled water. And this is, flowers is a shedding everywhere though. Flowers. This is the difference here. Now, I'll bring that camera over here closer and give you a better view of this. I just hope that you can see the difference. This one right here. This is the residue. This is the residue out of distilling 6 gallon. I think it's 6. Pretty sure it's 6 gallon. Could be 5, but I believe it's 6. And I want to get over here and I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll actually switch lenses, and that way I can draw it up from over there and give you a real good good view on this. That's distilled water, 0.000 parts per million. I have no idea what that is. Don't even want to stick my tester in it. You can see the color difference. Now, I'll say this much. I done this test once before, several years ago. Probably 8 or 9 years ago. I will have to say this much. As bad as this is now, it's better than it was before. Because before it was darker yellow than that. So they've upgraded their treatment system over there a little bit, but It's better than it was, but if someone walked up to you and took this right here and said, here, take you a good drink of that. Well, when you open this and got a whiff of it, number one, you wouldn't drink it. Number two, looking at it with all the crud floating around in it, you're not going to drink it. And furthermore, it looks like a jackrabbit's pissed in the bucket. Yellow. So this is good, clear, distilled water. I hope you can see the difference there. I'm going to make sure you see the difference in a second. Just give me a minute here. But I told you I'd make an update on this and show you the results. And this, like I say, my God, look at the difference. Now you got to understand, every time that I whether it be hot water, now I had someone asking about, it might be the residue in the hot water tank. Well, I put a brand new hot water tank in not long ago, less than a year ago. This right here, it don't matter, actually, whether it's hot water, it might if it's an old hot water tank. This one, the hot water tank's new. This one right here is a distiller. And whether it comes from cold water or the hot water, it's yellow and the results is the same. Don't matter which source it comes from. This is coming out of the tap. This is city water right here. City water. And in a distiller, when you take city water and you distill it, run it through a distiller to have pure H2O, pure H2O, this is the residue that comes out of it. And it's just a very little bit each time. I mix just a little distilled water in there to have enough to rinse it. Because it evaporates everything, but it leaves this crud behind. Every time. Let's get a little closer and see what we can see. I mean, that's just something people, you know, they don't think of this. And I don't care what no one says. Drinking this versus this is a no-brainer. People might find out that drinking this stuff right here might be contributing to a lot of their health problems. I don't know that. That's just my theory. I'll get a little closer and I might be able to do it this lens. Let me just ease over through there and see if I can't get a little closer. I want you to see this real good. There, that should be sufficient. That should be sufficient. Yeah. Let me see if I can't get over here behind this. And this, like I said now, distilled water. The residue of 5 or 6 gallons of water. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know how close I can get to that before it'll blow out, but I might actually get this light over here. This light might actually make things shine just a little bit better. Let me see if it will. I don't know, but we want to make sure we see this. Yeah, we want to make sure we see this. And yeah, I don't know if it is or not. I don't know. I was wanting to see, make sure you can see the glorious floaties in there. Can you or not? Take a good look. I hope it's clear enough where you can see it. I don't know what that is in there. That's some kind of critters floating. Could be toilet paper, reckon. I don't know what it is. Whatever it is, I don't want to drink it. But I'll assure you, every time you take a drink out of the city water here, in this town, it's probably ah, Lord, it's probably cleaner than a lot of other places are. There you go, people. City water, distilled water. You choose. You have an option. You have an option. You choose. Okay. Let me pull back a little. And this, like I said, I'm doing this to show people that I don't know if there's people that don't actually, I don't know if they don't actually think of this. It's like they say, out of sight, out of mind, you know. And it's like I said, I've drunk this stuff too. I usually don't drink it out of the tap, but I've been known to make coffee in a coffee pot, just pour it right out of the tap. And when I see this, I quit doing it. I've started using distilled water or filtered water. You can filter all you want. A distiller, my opinion, regardless of all the nonsense that people drink distilled water and it'll leach all the minerals out. Once you take a drink of distilled water, it goes in your mouth, hits your esophagus, goes into your stomach, it ain't distilled water no more. It's no longer distilled water. That's a fact. So, the minerals that you would get out of water that's beneficial, for some reason people think that, Lord have mercy, they've got to get their minerals and stuff out of distilled water. Well, I would assume the magnesium and calcium, whatever you get out of water, it's just according to where you're drinking it, whether it's well water or not. But the thing of it is, it would pale in comparison to eating one banana. Whoop-ah! Eat a banana, you've got more minerals and vitamins and stuff than you'll get out of this water any day. Clear, cool, distilled H2O. Drinking water. Let that sink in. If you drink water, do you want water plus all the God knows what? Or do you want clear water? Listen, that's all I'm going to say about this. There's no tricks been done here, nothing to fool no one. That's either, that's 6 gallon, 5 or 6 gallon. And they have improved on their system because I think it was yellow or darker than that 7 or 8, 9 years ago when I done this test. Really, something to consider. Something to consider. I wish you could see that right now. All that stuff, that solids that's floating around in there, it settles straight to the bottom. I don't know. I'll say one more thing, then I'll shut up and get off here. I don't know if the stuff that's in this came through their filters, whether it be something that was added to the water, or whether it picked this junk up through the lines getting here. And that's not my concern. my concern is it got here. It got here. Regardless of whether the filter system is number one, the end results is in my drinking glass. And it's probably in yours too if you check. So anyway, that's all I've got to say about that. I'm like Forrest Gump. I'm going to hit the ground running. Peace.